Hello everyone, my name is Kane and welcome to my channel Echo Anastasius. Today I have for you a feminine and masculine meditation, and I hope to share it with you all so you can enjoy the freedom of self that comes in between these two energies. So as we practice balancing them, it really stretches ourselves so we are able to bring in more play. And so first I want to start by describing to you how these energies function in our lives and what vitalities they bring. So first, I'd like to share with you some characteristics and traits that are female first. And so the female, I'm reading from a page in case you don't know because it takes a while to memorize this, but the female is creative, nourishing, intuitive, feeling, compassionate, introspective, allowing, surrendering, patient, and receptive. And male is direct, focused, committed, assertive, structured, analytic, doing, and manifesting. And so today in our culture we see how masculine our culture is because the industrial growth culture is a constant progressive on everything and constantly trying to triumph over land instead of tap into the creative energies of working with everything and surrendering to these aspects that we deeply need in ourselves. I'd also like to read here a quote by Adam Kahane. He does a TED Talk on power and love, and here's a small quote by him. "You can see the two sides of power and two sides of love in each family, in everyday situations. The husband represents power, and the generative side of his power is that he goes out of the house in the morning to do his job, to make his contributions to the world, to create something new. And the degenerative side of his power, which is subject to hundreds of novels and movies, is that he becomes so concerned with this thing he has to do with his work, with his identity, with his ambition, that he becomes a robot or a tyrant. And the same is true for the wife. The generative side of the wife's love is that she literally gives birth to the children, metaphorically to the family. The degenerative side of her love is that she becomes so concerned with protecting and guaranteeing the unity of her family is that she undermines the powers of her members of her family and even more fundamentally undermines her own power." And before the start of this feminine and masculine meditation, I'd like to take you through the heart breath, which is by Nikki Scully, and to really connect to ourselves and our extended senses, and then go into the feminine and masculine meditation. Sit yourself in a comfortable position and allow yourself to relax and close your eyes. Take a couple nice belly breaths. Focus on the heart center. This is your inner sanctuary, and within it dwells the heart flame. It is accessible to all senses, and love is the fuel. Feed your heart love from knowing that those who love you have come into your life, and that you have loved them in return. And as your heart flame brightens and intensifies, bringing warmth throughout your body, begin to breathe down into earth on the out-breath. And on the in-breath, draw up the elements into your heart flame. And on the out-breath, breathe down, reaching towards the core of the earth and bringing up the minerals and life there is to be had in an empowered heart. Several more breaths into your heart flame to resonate a clear self. And on your next out breath, breathe out towards the sky and draw down the vitality and intelligence of sky into your heart flame. And breathe out again towards the stars and galaxies from above. And on your in-breath, breathe into your heart flame. And commit to a few more breaths like this. And now simultaneously draw in earth and sky into your heart and allow yourself to hold your breath for a second, allowing these energies to mix and merge. When you feel ready, on your out breath, breathe out towards your body, allowing this energy to come through every cell. Take a few more heart breaths and come into a grounded state. And within your heart flame, you see a male and a female dancing hand in hand. Notice how their feet move. Are their hands in the correct positions? Are they teaching each other the dance moves and having fun? And while continue dancing, allow them to separate a couple feet apart, dancing in their own ways. What do you notice about how they dance individually? Is one more rigid than the other, repetitive, or are they well balanced and flowing? And now having them separate even further apart, have them walk apart from each other until each one reaches a shore of water. Choose one of these sexes, the male or the female energy, and have them walk into the water. As soon as you touch this water, it changes into a color. This color represents how this energy feels about the other. Notice what this color represents. And now see the other energy on the other side of the spectrum, and have them walk into the water. And as soon as they touch water, it changes colors to representing how they feel about the previous energy. When you feel you have enough knowing about what these energies and colors represent, have the male and female come face to face and begin to have a conversation about how they feel about one another. And notice their body language. If you feel the conversation is complete, begin to come back into your senses by wiggling your toes and your fingers, and take deep breaths, knowing your senses are awakening back into your body. You may begin to open your eyes, and I welcome you to explore more of these energies, because it's interesting to see these two sides of you work as one. Living in a full life contributes to seeing each side of the spectrum, which I like to call the peak of the spectrum, to understand everything that brings us into wholeness, the accumulation of spirit. Living from a deep place within really guides us and calms us into the situations that we need to respond to in a manner that is appropriate, so to speak. At least a mannerism that lets us reply the way we want to reply when we come into alignment of self. Thank you to everyone who has seen this video. I hope to serve you well in the next video, and have a good day. Right, carry on now. Right, carry on now. You shall have the greatest day of your life, and it will go on and on and on until you bring yourself into the completion of this very moment. So get diggy with it. Have a good day.